Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. The Darkest Shore trailer has just come out. I was in the library revising. I've been in the library revising all day. I've got January exams, but still going to be covering Darkest Shore and still going to be reacting to this trailer. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Home and play.
Peggy 18.
Peggy 18. Hold on. Pause the phone. Hold the phone. Let me make sure that quality is really rather spicy. Okay, here we go. Peggy 18.
Peggy 18.
Shane! Close! Oh. Okay.
Just like in Bavaria,
The boy.
you have arrived late to the party.
Okay.
I've been storing my children here in the wet woods of these islands for years.
Over here.
Oh dear. The boys. The boys. Ooh, interesting.
Bloody stuckers! Shut them down!
This island is a place rich with the history of dead gods.
Oh, hello.
It's theirs now. Their tomb.
Ooh, okay. Oh, nice. Oh, man.
You have no idea what you are up against.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay. I'm not even mad, to be honest. I thought that was a... Let me think. Let me collect my thoughts for a second. I thought that was an okay trailer. I think that there's a lot relying on this map being good. In fact, the entire rest of the season, really, of WW2 Zombies relies on this map being good. And I don't know if it's going to be the hit that they need it to be, but I don't think that was a bad trailer. So let's watch it again, because there's a lot to unpack here. In fact, let's watch it again, slowed down. Let's go to maybe 50% speed? How's that sound? We can play it with the sound as well, and it'll sound all funky, okay? Here we go. Okay, that sounds real funky. Blimey. So, breaking this down as we go, we've got our little chains here, this little torture device looking thing, this little meat grinder. Pretty grotesque. We then realise that, if I'm not mistaken, this is our boy, Klaus Fischer, and he's all chained up. Which is no change really, seeing as he was in this exact position with those exact sorts of chains inside the Panzermorder in the last map. And Klaus then walked over to a part of the map, blew up into a big pile of flame and smoke, and then disappeared. And he said something like, "Keep fighting, we mustn't let the Emperor return," or something along those lines. He definitely yells, "Keep fighting!" So it's a bit weird that he's now in that exact same position. He's really not very good at running away, is he? In a new location where our characters just happen to have ended up. I don't know. Not sure that I kind of like the way that they've done that, but I'm sort of open to having my mind changed. He's groaning. He's also... Let's see. Wow. So his left arm looks really thin there. Like, that almost looks like just bone, which is pretty gross. I don't know if that's just the shot or what, but around him we can see that actually what could be really interesting now is that we might be able to talk to him. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to talk to him in the map, because look, On the sides of this door, there are the Überschnell, or however you pronounce it, battery charge stations that we saw in the previous map that we used to get the Tesla upgrade pieces, amongst other things. That's really interesting that they are present here as well. It could just be model reuse, but I doubt it. It looks like we're going to have to get batteries somehow, plug them into this door, and then maybe we'll be able to free him or something? But the fact that the meat grinder looking things are rotating and the chains are attached to him makes me think that maybe he's going to get pulled in too. And maybe we only have a certain amount of time to save him or something? Who knows? Let's keep it going. Hold on, yeah, so we can see... He doesn't look very happy, does he? He does not look very happy. He is suspended in the air, which is just not a very good spot to be in, to be honest. Klaus, you've really done yourself a dirty here, buddy. I'm not quite sure. And yeah, it's interesting because there, he does look a little bit looser. His foot is actually on the floor. And then it goes to this next shot, and his foot is no longer on the floor. He's like twitching and stuff. Like this leg is twitching. Wait, he's lost his leg? Hold on. Did he lose his leg between those two shots? Is my boy getting eaten alive? What is going on? That's gross. I can't tell if that is a boot that is like raised up, or if that is like fiber from inside his leg. That's pretty gross, to be honest. Ugh, yeah, that's pretty gross indeed, but yeah, Klaus, safe to say, assuming that that is Klaus and I haven't done a serious goof here, yeah, okay, he's getting torn in two. That's exactly what's happening. I didn't realise that blood spurted out of the boy, and the chains are... Yeah, the chains are ripping him in half. Ugh. Ugh, that's not very nice. Okay, so you've got an armor station there. You've got something there. It's a little bit dark, but that looks like one of those familiar models that we saw in the previous map. A little bit of reuse going on that we used to switch the switches for two parts of the Easter egg, depending on if you were doing the main quest or the... Sorry, the easy quest or the main quest. And some kind of cells there as well. Maybe an elevator system or something. Looks pretty gross. Then what do we see? Black screen. Activision presents. So we're getting into it. I'm liking the vibe of the kind of red shoreline here, stained by all of the blood. I think that's pretty cool. And is that a beached whale? I think it might be. Poor whale. That's not very nice. Okay, so our characters are walking around on the island. Maybe they rode the whale here. I mean, at this point, do we have any better ideas? No, I thought not. Straub is here looking rather funky with this thing, like, behind him. It almost looks like that's attached to him as well, because they're both moving in the same way. So you can see that the background is moving in one direction, and these two are moving in another. Almost like they're floating towards us, or is that... Or is this just zooming in? It might just be zooming in on him, to be honest. What's that? Okay, so in this shot, we've got a load of these lights, but then there is something interesting on the rail tracks here, like a green canister of some kind. That might just be where the track is splitting. It's kind of hard to see, but that might be something of interest for us when we're actually playing the map itself. Maybe it's a battery or something. And you do have some green there as well, which could be interesting. Lots of iron crosses and dead people. There's some more dead people, and we see our first look at the little planes flying overhead, because this island, which I believe is Heligoland, ended up, I think, getting bombed quite a lot in World War II, or at least at one point in, like, 43 or something, but I need to do more reading on that, admittedly, but I guess that's why the planes are around, and I guess that's why we're going to be shooting them down as well. The head's looking dead. Okay, so just quickly, we see our characters here walking around. I don't think there's anything of note particularly. She's got some rope, but I don't think there's anything particularly interesting there. They're just walking about, going towards their new location, the lights going on and off. And then we see this. So this, I guess, is one of the green canisters that we just saw, maybe? Kind of hard to say. Looks like it's going to be of some interest, though, and it looks like we might be able to get more of these green canisters and put them in here, potentially, something like that. That, I'm sure, is going to be holding a sign saying, like, keep out, and it's strung up over, like, a cave entrance, it looks like, so that's just pretty gross, generally. Not quite sure what the exact deal is there. And then they show you the guns. That is a beached whale, isn't it? Man, rest in pepperonis. More of the guns. Tower in the background's all burning. This is burning as well. 2B. or not to be, that is the bunker. You've got a weapon wall by there, it looks like, that isn't available or something. I can't quite make out what that is. It might just be a weapon wall by that's not lit up in the way that I'm expecting. And there's a body there? Okay, I think that's just probably a generic zombie body. Characters walking. They creeping in the fog. Pause. What are you? What are you? Excuse me? What is... Sorry? What? Yeah, that's, a little weird. So, this chap seems to have an arm here, another arm, and then some strawberry laces attached to its head. It's got this... Oh, that's a long boy. I hope that's its tongue. I really do. Because the human tongue is actually really long. So it could be that they just, like, sewn some human tongues together. And is just swinging it around. Swanging, slanging that tongue. Don't know. Anyway, that's gross. Moving on. They're walking around. Lovely jubbly. It's all, like, super spooky. And then we see the boy again. We see the boy doing a run. And there is the long boy in the corner of the screen. You got some really, like, sort of sharp talon type claw-looking things here as well. Really big hands. Okay. Fine. More creeping. More creeping. We creeping. We going sneaky beaky. And then we see some boots. And they're really spooked at this point. Okay. And then they see the crowd. So we do again see that yellow. Green light on the left. Note that. So the crowd are there. I'm wondering if this is going to be the entry to the map. If it's going to be kind of like that one prologue mission where we kind of walk forwards, so we see the wreckage and stuff, and then we just see zombies standing there. That could be quite an interesting and unique way to start a map, I feel like. I mean, kind of like almost a Die Risey type feel, maybe? Something like that. Got some barbed wire on them, as per, sort of standard. So yeah, they hear the sound. They get a little bit peeved. Looks like there might be something in the background there, although I can't really make out what that is, so we're going to move straight onwards. Zombo's doing a run. Okay. Are we missing anything? I don't think so. I'm just going to scan back for 1 second, because I do want to point out that the blood is black here, it looks like. Which is interesting, because normally, black blood means that this is the sort of thing that they will have color corrected to fit a TV trailer spot, something like that, because you don't necessarily want to be showing red blood on TV because it makes your rating higher, so they might show black blood instead. But the thing that intrigues me is that A, the rating for this is going to be high as hell anyway, and B, they've already shown red blood, which makes me think maybe this specific black blood has some other significance? Don't know. But that's very black. Like, that could be a lot more red than it is. That's quite clearly, like, black blood, which is interesting to me. There's also something here? In the bottom left, maybe? You've got one of those sort of eye-type symbols, which I believe might be something to do with the Ananurba, to be honest, but I can't actually remember that one. But it looks like there might be some kind of gold or bronze thing next to it, something on the wall there. They're going into what looks like some kind of bunker area, backing up into 32, and there is a wall gun, which appears to be some kind of rifle. Hard to tell exactly what that is, but let me know in the comments down below if you have an idea. They keep moving back, spraying and praying. I like this overhead shot. It's really quite cinematic and nice. Looks good. All of the cinematics look really good, to be honest. And there is a boy doing a real theatrical death. He dead. Rest in pepperonis. And can we make out anything else going on here? What gun has she got? Again, some kind of rifle. Maybe a barb? I can't really make out, to be honest. Hard to say. It could have been a Tommy for all I know. Then you've got the planes coming overhead. You've got a nice sort of cinematic shot there of the planes doing some shooty, I believe. Or they're going to be in a minute. Players running forwards. Again, that green thing on the left. So I think this is the shot that we saw before, but from a different angle. There's a wall gun as well. And, okay, so you can actually see their guns a little bit better there. That's the grease gun, right? I believe, at least. To be honest, I'm pretty bad at identifying these guns just by sight. It looks like the grease gun to me. Zombo's doing a little swipe-a-roni. And I'm just trying to make out whether the zombies are getting killed by this strafing run. It's hard to tell in that shot. But there they are. That's good to know. So it looks like the strafing runs might actually be on our side. That might be an allied strafing run trying to help us out. Although we're then shooting down the planes. And that's definitely Ving Rhames, right? So maybe we're shooting some planes down and not others? I don't really like the idea of being shot in a zombies map, to be honest. Not a big fan of that. I mean, that's really interesting. I guess they decided to just incorporate that as a feature because they probably already had it scripted from the campaign. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know, but that's questionable, I'd say. Questionable decision. You got a little hidey hole here. Get some Zetsubou vibes. And then this is really interesting. So, this is one of the things. Let me just make sure that there was nothing in that shot. This is one of the things that I was really hoping for more of from Zetsubou. Kind of mythology of the island being explored. So here, we've clearly got some kind of shrine or some kind of tomb or something to this strange god of the island or something along those lines. I definitely need to look into more as to what this could be. But you've got some kind of sharp, spiky boys down there. It's in a little underground little doot. I don't know. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm intrigued, though, because as soon as that stuff starts coming in, and it starts linking to real-world conspiracy, etc., I just get infatuated with whatever it is that I'm researching. So that, to me, is a very good sign. That gives me a good smile, that does. And I mean, it looks pretty damn creepy as well. The fact that it's crying blood is just a good sign. I mean, let's be real. But I don't know what the significance of it is just yet, to be honest. I'll be completely straight with you there. We then see this boy raising up out of the kind of winch thing that they've got going on here. Got some red lights. Very similar vibe in that room to the previous map, which I'm not really a massive fan of, to be honest. I was hoping for something completely different. Then we see this kind of overground area as well. And this area looks pretty cool. I like the fact that they've got a kind of tunnel-looking system here with... Oh, hello. The green something or others on them again? Maybe? Hard to make out. There's something going on here anyway. Some kind of building machinery, or... Is this like a drill or tunnel system thing? Or is that a boat? Is this a port? I can't quite make it out, to be honest. There's a wall gun there, obviously. But... Oh, it's a plane. Is it a plane? Or is that a boat propeller? I think it's a boat propeller. It's an upended boat. Hopefully we get another shot of it. Maybe. Let's see. So there's an armor machine there. Again, looking on the left there, there is one of those models that we saw in the previous map of the battery charge stations. You can see very clearly those silvery coils, the copper coils, in fact. Why am I saying silvery? That's very similar to those battery charge stations. So that is something to note for sure. Then running down some stairs there. And again, another battery charge station in the background connected to some kind of table. Is that some sort of buildables bench? Is it something else? It's got a little, what's it called? Pressure valve type thing? Pressure gauge? Something like that? The zombies are running through. Red light on the side there. Wonder weapon. Or assuming wonder weapon. So this thing looks pretty nasty. Let's just go through this real slow because the shot is really quick. He fires a disc out of it, so it's a saw blade firing gun, and I mean, as you can see, it literally vaporizes the zombie's head in about, let's count, 1 frame, so that's pretty cool, I guess, and it looks like it's going through a bunch of zombies there as well. So yeah, that's a pretty cool looking weapon, and we see that it's got some kind of little kind of power core or something in here by the looks of things too. So yeah, I'm game for that. That sounds good, and the blade's going through a bunch of zombies. We're seeing a bunch of that background that we just saw a moment ago with that bench. And then we see this thing. Is this just a regular zombie? I think... Oh, this is just a bombie. Okay. With a little red button in the background. Okay. Or is that just a regular bombie? Yeah, I reckon that's a bombie, because that looks like the second bombie head. Yeah. Okay, and then we see another shot very reminiscent of one of the previous trailers that we saw, actually. A very red corridor, and the character's sort of running through it. Armor on the end there, and some stairs on the left. So that might have been the stairs that we saw before. He's holding what looks like a shotty there. Moving on. Okay, so this might be our big boy that we saw earlier. Note the leg, it looks like, and the claws, the sort of talon. And also note the fact that this might be our little hovel where the statue was before. Kind of hard to make that one out, although, is that moving? Yeah, so that looks like that might actually be some kind of water feature. Maybe? Yeah, I reckon that's a splash. That looks like a splash to me. And that looks like some kind of falling water or waterfall type thing in the background. Maybe some kind of streamy type thing. We see the boy nutting. Oh, he nutting. And then we see a gun to a zombie's head. It's dead. It's alive. That's a really creepy shot. My boy's turning around and there's something in the fog behind him looking really... Oh, God, hold on. Oh, Lord. Okay. That is one of the spooky boys. Because you can see it's slanging its tongue again. The tongue is down, like, under its right armpit. And it then, I think, slangs it forward again. It, like, whips its head like that and slangs the tongue the other way. Nice. Slangers is what I'm going to call them. They are slangers. Look! Look! You have a big tongue that you're slanging. Oh, is it going to be a gas mask? That would be a letdown. Is it just going to be a gas mask? No, it's its tongue. Oh, Lord above. That is gross. Oh, that is so gross. Oh, it's got 4 arms. Okay. Okay, that's, Whew. Right. Cleansing my brain of that image just then. I did actually notice, I didn't say it, I should have done, that in this shot as well, you can see what looks like another arm in the background there, just kind of waving in the fog. So, I guess it does have multiple arms. Boy. Boy. You're ugly. Go away. End of trailer? I think that was end of trailer. Yeah, and then we see this. And this is a really, really nice shot. Like, I love this shot. And I love the film grain. And the tone. And the... just the rendering of that water. Looks, well... At this point, it's blood mixed with water, not water mixed with blood. But I love it. I really like that shot. And I hope that's part of, like, an intro cinematic. Because that would be really heckin' cool. And there's a dinghy there. So I guess... they rode their way to the island. They didn't ride the whale. I'm a bit upset about that, but oh well. Makes a lot more sense. So, what I think we should do now is watch this through one more time. We've done a bit of a breakdown, bit of analysis. Watching it through one more time at normal speed. Where's the... Nope, that's audio gain. Just to give ourselves a really clear idea of the trailer as a whole and what our thoughts are going to be on it. Without further ado, let's do that.
Peggy 18.
That sounds much better. So Klaus is getting ripped to pieces. I also actually just quickly want to pause here. There's actually some kind of energy something in his neck brace here. Like, you can see that there's little coils, and there's some kind of beam going into his neck, it looks like. So that isn't just a regular mechanical instrument.
Peggy 18.
It's some kind of, like, voodoo-looking Nazi device of some kind. Torture device, probably. Okay. Anything that we missed?
Just like in Bavaria,
I love Straub.
you have arrived late to the party. I've been storing my children here in the wet ruins of these islands for years.
Ruins? Ruins? Tongue boy, tongue boy.
Over here.
I mean, what did you expect if you're following Straub?
Bloody Stuckers! Shut them down!
This island is a place rich with the history of dead gods. It's theirs now. Their tomb.
Nice.
You have no idea what you are up against.
I just want to pause real quick because I've edited at this point quite a lot of trailers for Zombies because I did trailers for all the Chronicles maps as comparisons. I did a DLC 5 hype trailer, like a fan-made thing. Did my phone just beep? I hope not. I did like a DLC 5 hype trailer thing. I've done a couple of other things in the past. So I've edited quite a lot of trailery type things for Zombies. And I have to say, this trailer does a really nice job of pacing it. Let me just sort of skip forward a little bit. All of this stuff is really good. The little blink there. But there's a little bit where they start going through the faster shots. And personally, I kind of feel like it's just edited really poorly. That might have just been me. Let me see. Like, that's nice up to there.
Shut them down!
This is
This
fine.
island is a place rich with the history of dead gods.
This is fine.
It's theirs now.
It's when the cadence goes real
Their
fast.
tomb.
Yeah, it's weird, because, like, they've been... This is completely, at this point, just a curiosity thing for those of you that might edit videos yourselves or something like that. But it's really interesting, because they get to this bit where they're going a little bit faster with the music. The drums of war have kind of spun up a little bit.
Dead gods.
And talks about the gods,
It's
and
theirs
then
now.
it's theirs now.
Their tomb.
There, and we start with this, that, and then if it was following the kind of pattern that the previous part of the trailer had set, it would be like shot, shot, shot. But instead, it's like drum, and then slightly later is the shot, and then drum, and then even slightly later. So it's like the period of the shots is slightly greater than the period of the drums, which means that it then gets further phase sort of shifted out, which just feels weird. I mean, I'm really nitpicking this, like really badly. It's just an observation from my reaction, basically.
Their tomb.
Because it just gets to the point where it just starts flashing because it just doesn't know what to do. Like, they could have been literally cut, and they could have gone to black with a lot of those cuts as well. That's something that they do a lot in trailers, but this one feels like they're just like, no. Like that.
You have no idea what
Lots
you
of
are
black.
up against.
And, I don't know, a little bit weird. But anyway, overall, that trailer is good, okay? Anyone that says that there's no hype here at all is, I guess, taking a very pessimistic view of the map, which is fine. I think that... Let me actually just skip forward a little bit, just because this shot is so juicy. Oh, the boy. The boy. Hello. Hello. Anyone that says that this is terrible has a pessimistic sort of outlook for this, and that's completely okay, because there admittedly isn't anything in here that makes me go, wow, I'm sold, okay? However, there also isn't anything in here that makes me go, this is going to be a letdown, it's going to be a terrible map, the DLC season for this sort of series of zombies is going to be trash, and I'm not interested. Like, I'm standing in the middle right now, I think. It comes out in like 2 weeks, so we've got that to look forward to, but... I mean, at this point, this has been a really long video, so I'm just going to wrap things up here. I've just seen the time on my camera, and it's going to cut out any minute. I've been MrRoflWaffles. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like on it. Oh my goodness, my camera's literally going to cut out right now, so, I mean, bye, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching, like I've said. Okay, see ya! Where's it going to cut? Is it going to cut here?